So I'm making these burritos. I'd been in there since, I don't know, all day, right? And it's like 10 p.m. And I'm a little bit worried about sales. And because I'm touching food, I'm not looking at my phone. And I think I'm wrapping burritos. I'm putting them in the wraps. And my phone just starts popping off with orders. And it's like, okay, 1, and then 2, and then it's like we're having like 6 orders a minute for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Beyond the Brand Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Brand Podcast. I am your host, Angelo. And today we have 2 special guests that are really putting on for the bean dream. They're trying to bring it to Arizona. They quit corporate to start making bean and cheese burritos, freezing them, and then selling them on social media, which is kind of crazy. So I had to get their story. Today we have Hank and Sam on the podcast, the owners of Bad Hambres in the building. Had to reach over real quick.
Please, guys.
Thank you guys so much for having me in your guys' space. We're crammed in here a little bit. We just wanted to set the right mood in here. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. And you got to get used to being crammed in Bad Hambres. That's kind of the story of our lives.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, but we're excited to be here. Thanks for having us.
Man, we were kind of talking about it a little bit off camera. We've been working on this. Mainly me and you. We've been like creating a little friendship through the DMs. Like, when are we going to set this up? Some other stuff happened. So we're like, when are we going to do this? And finally we are here. So I'm so excited to talk to you guys. First off, how has the summer been so far? Because like you said, it's crammed in here. Your guys' AC went out recently. So let me know, how's it been?
It's been better than expected in terms of people are still buying burritos. And that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's the number one goal.
Yeah. But we were a little worried about, people leaving town and things slowing down, and they haven't. And that's awesome. But as far as like the operation goes, we have some grinders in the kitchen. Everyone's tough, and they believe in what we're doing. So we're fighting through. It's going well.
I have like a little bit of a summary. Hopefully I was able to do a little research because your Instagram is not private. Hank's Instagram is private. I couldn't get in, so I couldn't find as much information. But from what I gathered, let me know if this is like a good quick summary just for anybody that has not seen your Instagram, which is amazing. We're going to get to that too. But basically, I would say Hank is the master chef behind the burritos. You're from Arizona. You quit corporate to pursue this. And then Sam is the big time entrepreneur. You're from Iowa and you were on Shark Tank, which we'll talk about. And you run the marketing and the whole vision for this bean dream. Is that pretty accurate?
That's it. It all started with Hank's dream.
Okay.
And I would say I helped him bring it to life, but he was the real vision behind it all to begin with. But he comes from a corporate background, yes, but he brings just as much business experience as I do with my startup background. Got you.
Because that was my question going to be is, first off, where did you come from in corporate and what else were you doing? Because I have her timeline because of Instagram. I know it, but I don't know anything about what you were doing. You're private. So I wanted to ask, like, where did you come from in corporate?
So I started my career at Amazon in 2013.
Gotcha.
And I worked in customer service. And so my first job out of college was leading a team of frontline customer service associates in a call center in Kentucky. And then from there, I moved into process improvement. I started an on-demand labor program for customer service, so like an Uber job for handling customer service calls, like a flexible work-from-home job for them, and it solves sort of the spiky demand problem for customer service for Amazon.
Gotcha.
And so I grew that program and then eventually focused more on the technology side, building internal tools for operators. And then after 5.5 years, I was a bit burnt out, needed to rethink what I wanted out of my career, and really wanted to learn how to code. So I spent about a year learning Python and JavaScript, and some of my colleagues from Amazon had gone to Walmart, and I joined one of their teams as a junior developer, building labor planning tools for Walmart's distribution centers. So I did that for a bit, and then basically I wanted to steer my career in a technical direction, writing code and using computers and doing something that I cared about. And for me, that was sustainability initiatives.
Gotcha. Yeah, and that makes more sense now because I've seen a lot of, obviously you're the entrepreneur, so you were always on the go, you were always in a new city, doing something, but then you would be right there too. So I'm like, how are they both in another country or in another state, like both doing it? So that makes sense. You were kind of doing technology stuff. And then with you have to indulge me a little bit. I'm sorry, Hank, I have to ask. With Shark Tank, yes,
I knew this was coming.
Like Shark Tank is everyone's like favorite like show. You know what I mean? Like everyone has watched Shark Tank. It was my favorite
show.
Yeah. So obviously you went on Shark Tank with Misto Box, right?
Misto Box.
Sorry, Misto Box. So how was that process? Please just give me like the background. Is it what it seems like on TV? Like, does it feel the same, look the same?
I would say it is more intense than they make it out on TV.
Okay.
So there are like things that I can't talk about, but
Gotcha.
Let me try to like skirt around those things.
Okay, yeah.
So they actually approached my business school looking for a company coming out of my business school that could be a good fit, and they gave them our company. And so we kind of got to like skip the line per se.
That's cool.
And got cast for the show, and like what an incredible experience, right? But we were 23 years old. This was
crazy.
Season 4. There had only been 3 seasons before we
Were
went
you
on the
watching
show.
At that point?
Yes,
Before they
it was
contacted
my favorite
you?
show.
Okay.
It was my favorite show.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a single episode since. It's like PTSD.
No way.
Yes, it was
that was
stressful.
my next question. I was gonna say, like, did it kind of, like reveal, like it pulled the curtain back, like, and you can't look at it the same.
But like the thing about it that was so intense is you're there all day. You don't know when you're going to go in front of the sharks, and you finally get there and you're in there for like 2 hours. And then they cut it down to the 15 minutes or whatever.
I see.
It depends on how it's going with the sharks. Like sometimes you're in and out. They're like, I'm out.
Oh, okay. If there's no real plan there, they're kind of just like next.
Or if there's like no back and forth or whatever. Mm-hmm. It actually was kind of more like a real investor pitch with due diligence, and they're asking questions. It was actually very similar to other investor pitches that I had done.
Okay.
But there's just cameras.
Yeah, I have heard that. I've heard that a lot of their questioning you don't see because it doesn't make sense to put those type of questions in because they're not very juicy or like interesting.
They want to tell the best story in 15 minutes with whatever footage that they have.
Got you. So that was like, so you were in there for like 2 hours pitching to them?
It was intense.
Sweating?
By the end, I was like, get me out of here.
Oh my God.
Let's just do the deal.
And what about your partner that you were doing it with? Was he as nervous as you were? Or like, okay.
No.
Because I feel like you got to have a little bit of a balance at least. Yeah.
No, but it was there are parts that they cut out of ours that I was so grateful they cut out.
Like
oh
what?
My God. Okay, this is actually the most embarrassing moment of my life that I'm now sharing on my very first podcast. But when you get in there, you like basically like stand there for a minute for them to adjust the lights and the cameras, and then they give you a cue to start your pitch. And I was like, "Hey, sharks!" And I clapped my hand, and they all jumped like 5 feet out of their chairs. You scared
the shark?
The shit out of them.
I had heard that story. That's funny.
Yes. That was how we started. And I was like...
So you scared yourself too?
Yes. That is the very
Wait, so did they redo the take?
No.
Oh, they just cut it right. They cut it right.
They didn't show them all like... Yeah.
But like, you were so excited and nervous. You're just like, hey!
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and before going on, they're like... Okay.
That's so funny.
Okay, you have to be like really enthusiastic, because if you're not enthusiastic, you'll come off flat, and then they won't want to do the deal. They won't want to air the show. And so I was a psychopath, really. I look back at it, it's so embarrassing.
You know what? I watched it for my first time researching,
No, you didn't watch. You watched my episode?
Yes,
Oh
you
my
did great.
gosh.
You did good. I will say you did seem nervous, but that makes sense.
Yeah, it was
but you did really good. Both of
so
you guys
stressful.
did. I did. I could tell that. I can tell that it's so nerve wracking because you guys. It seemed like you guys were like waiting. Who's gonna go next? You know, like I have my talking part, and then he's gonna like. I could see it in your head, like waiting, like double dutch. You know, like
No,
go back and
actually,
forth.
what we did was, well, there'd only been 3 seasons at that point, but we watched every single episode, made a spreadsheet of every single question they ever asked.
No way.
Answered all of the questions and assigned it to one of us who would answer the question.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you guys are smart.
That's Sam for you right there.
Yeah.
So that comes into this business now because I've seen you guys post a video with spreadsheets where you were convincing her. Please tell that story where you're trying to convince her that your burrito is good enough to start a business. And she went and bought every frozen burrito. And I seen that there was like a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I think that's probably one area where the husband-wife dynamic is a little different. Maybe not, I don't know. But you might expect that because she's my wife, she'd be, oh, this is your dream. Like, I'm going to do whatever you need to support you. I have these skills. No, she would, like, I had to sell her. And
So you had to go on Shark Tank with her.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, shark in my house.
That's crazy.
And so she's super organized and data driven, and I needed to convince her. And I didn't really know this. She basically sat me down. She planned all of this. She created, well, I guess we co-created the rubric, but she bought all of the burritos and was
Okay.
like, hey, Hank, like, we're doing this. We're testing all of the frozen burritos. If you want me in this business, you have to win.
So, but that brings me to my main question. I'm sure everyone is wondering, why frozen?
So it's kind of the history of how we discovered the opportunity. So it just started with, first off, I just love bean and cheese burritos, and I started making them all the time.
Yeah. For
Eh.
friends and different little events or things you were doing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so we had a New Year's party and made a bunch of burritos, way more burritos than anybody could possibly eat. We had some left over in the freezer, and we noticed that it was really nice having them in there. Like,
Just ready to go.
ready to go.
Yeah.
And we'd open the freezer, we'd look at all these burritos and be like, damn, we're being rich.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like connecting with that feeling of like you have something delicious, nourishing, ready to eat in 10 minutes in the freezer. Like, that's a powerful feeling. And so that was the specific experience that we were going after.
No, for sure. I know 100% what you mean because, like, especially like leaving the gym when you don't know what you're about to eat, but you just had a great workout. So you don't want to eat something terrible that ruins that workout. But if you have something like ready, you're like, I'm looking forward to that, even if it's frozen. And I feel like you guys really took over this space because, let's be honest, there's really not a lot of competition with frozen bean and cheese burritos. I've eaten now I won't say a lot, but I've eaten a good amount of the brands growing up, and they never were good to me. Like I never had one that I loved.
I mean, we tried them all.
Yeah,
And
they're just not
didn't compare.
good. Yeah,
No, you know.
not even close. So when I ordered mine, I'm gonna be honest, on camera, we can say this: a white couple making bean and cheese burritos and also freezing them and selling them on Instagram. I had pretty low expectations. Like, I just was like, one, I don't get it. Why frozen? You know, you could easily just make them and sell them at pop-ups, ready to go, like heat them up in an oven. So that was weird to me. And then also just the culture aspect of it. Like, I grew up eating, my spot is Ritos. So they have one of the best bean and cheese burritos that I personally have. That's nostalgia to me too. Like, it's walking distance for my nanas. So like that kind of space, that's like soul food to me, you know, like home food. So I didn't have much expectation. I ordered them. I took them home. I made 2 of them because I was just like, you know, most bean and cheese, you got to have a few of them. These, I only needed 1. I ended up eating both. That's how good they were. But you really only need 1. They're really hearty and so good. I was shocked. I was completely blown away. You guys there's nobody close to your guys' burritos. And I mean, you guys know that already, but I had to say my perspective at least.
Well, thanks, Angela.
Yeah.
That seriously means a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are killing it. So we got that aspect of it. You guys are killing it. But let's get back to the spreadsheet. How crazy was this? Were you trying all of them too, or was she just on her own? How did this work?
Yeah, we were both trying them, but not comparing notes until we got to the very end.
Okay.
And so we were.
You don't want to persuade each other.
Yeah, exactly. We were rating on things like texture, flavor, saltiness, spice.
Tortilla.
Tortilla. That's a huge one.
So huge.
Tortilla. I mean, the tortillas for the other ones are basically inedible. They're
Literally
not good.
Yeah. And if you heat it up a little bit too much, it's just
explosion.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
It's not good.
Or even hard, like
True.
to where you just have to scrape the insides out and
true.
eat that with a spoon, like you just basically
it's
throw
either
away.
mush or cardboard.
Yeah. And that's like a hard thing to find that balance. So was there anyone, you don't have to say their name because I know they're a competition now, but was there anyone that was at least like, okay, you're like, this was decent?
Yeah. La Palma out of LA.
Okay.
They are kind of similar to us in the fact that they're not like sold in a grocery store.
Gotcha.
But they sell on Goldbelly and they sell locally in Southern California and they're on the Michelin guide. They're really, really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But they're different style than ours.
That's kind of cool. Okay.
But
So you had, did they make the spreadsheet too? Or
they
is that
made the spreadsheet.
Okay, cool. So you guys are doing this spreadsheet and then finally you understand that Hank has something going on. How long did that take to like say like you're going to invest your time too now?
I mean, immediately after the taste test, I was like, I knew.
Wow. So you convinced her. How did that make you feel that you finally convinced her?
A bit relieved. I mean, I was going to pursue this thing regardless of what the other burritos out there were.
It's like, I really don't care what you think.
He literally did not care.
But, I mean, I'm glad that I sold her. I'm really glad that I sold her, and increasingly so as time goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't sure about my value in the beginning, but I think I've convinced him.
So the roles kind of reversed.
Well, at the beginning, he's like, I'm not sure if I want this business to be 50-50. I'm like, 50-50 is the only way I'm joining this business. I mean, I'm his wife. So at the end of the day, it's 50-50, but I need that in writing.
Yeah, for real. That's so crazy. So you guys start this Instagram page. Before your first Instagram reel, where it's like part 1, did you guys have other posts or anything? Or was that the first post?
There were like 3 other posts.
Okay.
And they had like 15 likes each.
Wow.
We were stuck at 200 followers for the first like 3 months. And then that first reel, the first one, actually it got like 10,000 views. And like a month goes by and I'm like, maybe I'll just post it to TikTok and see what happens. And it got 250,000 views. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm onto something with these updates. And so I just have been refining with each one. I'm learning something new and implementing it in the update. And each one has performed a little better.
Yeah.
A lot better. And then a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, I think the crazy thing about what you guys are doing is right now we're in like a social media world where it's like post more is better. Like, especially even on TikTok. Some people say like post 3 times a day on TikTok, 4 times a day. Like I know people that do that. And even with Instagram, post every day, stories all day. You know what I mean? And you guys, I think you guys are at like 25 posts on Instagram at this point.
We post like once every couple weeks.
Because at this point in August will be a year, right?
Yeah.
And you have like 25 posts. So I did the math. That's like maybe 2 posts a month.
I know. And the thing is, I don't buy that advice that you should be posting every day or that the algorithm needs you to post every day. At the end of the day, the algorithm wants good content that people are interested in watching. And if you get past that first 3 seconds and then you get people to watch to the end, the algorithm is going to push that out no matter how frequently you post or not. And so my advice to someone would be, instead of posting every single day, take that time and learn what really performs on the platform and post less frequently, but invest more time in learning the mechanisms of what makes something perform.
And what your audience wants.
What your audience wants.
Yeah.
What entertains people at the end of the day. Like, that's what Instagram wants. That's what your audience wants. And that's how you connect with people.
Was that intentional from the beginning? Were you like, I'm going to only post, one every month or 2 a month, whatever it is? Did you have like a set
No.
plan? Okay.
Oh my God, no. And we still don't. I mean, we should, but we're so busy. It's just the two of us that are working on the business side of things. And so I have so many other responsibilities. And at the end of the day, I think what's really made that cadence the way it is I'm such a perfectionist. And I probably would post more if I weren't such a perfectionist. That's actually probably holding us back in some ways. But in other ways, I think it's kind of a superpower.
No, yes. You unlock something amazing where it's like, I think I was thinking of it as kind of like YouTube. Like there's certain vloggers or people that will only post, like a Mr. Beast. He's not posting every week, but his videos are so huge that when he posts, people are like waiting for it to drop.
Exactly.
And that's how your guys' videos are. When that part 9 or 10 comes, everyone's like, I've been waiting for this. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And so I wait until I have a really good story to tell instead of just posting, every week.
And who is shooting this? Who's editing it? Who's putting it together? Obviously, you're the face of it most of the time. I know you're in it sometimes, but you kind of made him like the star of the show, if you will.
Thank God. He's great in front of the camera.
Dude, he is.
He gives 0 Fs. Like, he does not care. That's exactly what you need.
Yeah.
But I shoot it all and edit it all
on
my iPhone and Premiere Pro.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I wanted to make that known because a lot of people don't know we shoot our podcast on an iPhone too and just throw like a little LUT on it. But yeah, a lot of people try and get the craziest equipment when you don't need it. iPhones are like amazing. You guys, how many views do you probably have altogether? Millions off of an iPhone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. It's really crazy.
Were you, when she wanted to make you like the star of it, were you okay with that? Did it seem weird at first? How were you?
Yeah, I mean, pretty neutral. I want to sell the burritos.
Yeah.
And she has a great vision and eye for things, and I totally trust her. So there's just like no questioning in my mind going on. If she thinks this is the right play, then I'm sold.
Yeah. So then you just all of a sudden became a star.
He's literally Instagram famous.
I was just going to ask, so do people see you like outside and say hi, or are you the burrito guy, or?
The burrito guy.
That's what it is? Okay.
Yeah. It I think it started like maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and people started to recognize me out. It's odd.
How does that feel? Like, that's so weird to be the burrito guy.
I mean, it's really, it's not too weird to me. It's just like strangers recognize you, you don't recognize them, and it's cool that they're interested in what we're doing.
Yeah. Do they get pictures and stuff too? Are you that famous?
No.
Okay, I was like, is it there yet? Because soon they're gonna want pictures. Yeah.
I'm the burrito guy.
Signing burritos. They're gonna want. You can charge a upcharge for burritos that are signed personally by Hank. That's
special edition.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that's not gonna happen.
Well, speaking on things that may never happen, would you guys ever like sell them? This sounds so weird to say, but like ready to eat, like not frozen?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay, it's gonna be frozen forever.
I think so.
Yeah.
I kind of, like I was saying earlier, we're going after a specific problem for one, but for two, I kind of like being in a different lane from all of the incredible Mexican food I grew up eating, and so I can go into my spots, right, and not feel like there's a competition dynamic.
Got you.
And in fact, I think I'm introducing some people to bean and cheese burritos that then might come in when they want one that's hot and ready. And that just feels like more harmony to me.
That is interesting. I didn't think about that. So you're kind of introducing our culture, Mexican culture, to people that aren't really maybe hip to it or not even interested, because it's a whole other thing. Have you, on this journey, obviously, when you're this big, the comments that you guys get are so crazy, but so good. Like, man, I was scrolling one night just through all the comments,
it's
and
insane.
You know what? Your guys' people that comment, they're really good. Like, there's some like really good comments in there.
It goes both ways.
That's what I was just gonna ask. So with the love, I'm sure there is some hate. Have you guys received any like backlash? Like I said, as a Mexican person, I was even kind of like thrown off a little. Have you guys received any backlash from like that culture? Because you guys are in Arizona. This is kind of, we're right by the border. So there's a lot of, like you said, Mexican restaurants that you've been to. Have you guys received any of that?
Definitely. But when you're exposed to so many people, it's bound to happen. You always have haters. But I don't think it's the dominant sentiment, even amongst Mexican culture.
Yeah.
And sometimes there will be like constructive people like, what are you doing to give back to the culture? And I'll respond to those comments, the things that we're doing. We hire Latinos in our kitchen. We pay above industry standard wages. We really, really value them. We hire and collaborate with Latino creatives, and we're collaborating with other Mexican businesses, and we source our tortillas from La Purísima, and so we're helping their business grow too. And whenever I give those answers, they're like, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for responding to that. And
for sure,
it's something that we think is important and we want to be intentional about.
And giving credit where credit is due. I didn't learn how to cook a bean and cheese burrito from my grandmother. I learned by frequenting restaurants like Los Dos Molinos, developed a passion, and even was coached by some of these chefs working in these restaurants, and so that's part of it as well.
Yeah, I mean, when I was first introduced, shout out to Bageletto, Pablo was telling me, he's like, yeah, they go to La Purísima and get their tortillas, and I'm like, oh, that's already like another level, because their tortillas are so good.
So good.
So I was like, if they have those, they already know kind of what they're doing then. Like, that's kind of a level up. So, I mean, yeah, it's really cool to see that you guys are, like you said, highlighting and not really like stealing or acting like you created something. You know what I mean?
And guess what? We're ride or die La Purísima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. I love that.
We are committed to really growing our business with their business.
Wow. So you guys are like partners at this point.
Yeah.
That's so dope. I love to hear that. Speaking of, you mentioned one restaurant. Now I need to ask you guys, what is the top 3 bean and cheese burritos that you could get out here? And if you guys have your own 3, that's fine. I just want to get 3 from you guys, because I feel like
this is Hank's area of expertise.
Because frozen, you guys are number 1. There's nobody even like close at all. But if you want to go get one that's not frozen.
Yeah, I sort of spoil this, but I mean, Los Dos Molinos is responsible for my love of bean and cheese burritos. I was a picky eater as a kid, and my parents love Mexican food more than any other cuisine. And we used to go out to, the Mesa location, and all I wanted was the bean and cheese burrito. So, I mean, I've had thousands of them.
Yeah.
Of these whole beans made with love and that are baked, crispy cheese. And, like, that's what really inspired me. So that's, like, one, and then everything else is in another heat. But I actually maybe like on the second summit is Casa Reynoso in Tempe.
I never had it.
It's on Mill in Southern, I believe.
Okay.
And it's a completely different style. It's the refried beans. They melt a little butter on the tortilla. Totally different vibe, but also extremely good.
Okay.
And then sort of in the same category, similar to Casa Reynoso is Carolina's.
Yeah. Yeah, the go-to.
Popular favorite.
Yeah, that's a popular favorite. Like I said, mine is burritos. Maybe that's what we should do, a vlog or something one day where we go just try some burritos. That would be dope because obviously you know where to go. And you guys you haven't had Ritos, right?
I haven't had
bean and
Ritos.
cheese?
No.
Yes, you have to try that one. I'm so interested to see what you think about that one. That one's my favorite. But yeah, bean and cheese is it's just like easy.
What do you like about Ritos?
That's a good question. I think my main thing is the tortilla. It's just so good. With theirs, I don't know if I don't eat them outside of my own home a lot, like outside of family. So I don't know if this is everywhere, but with them, you do have to give it a little bit to set because the beans are so hot and they're just like lava flowing out of it, you know? So give it like a couple minutes and it's so hard because if not, you got to eat it with like a fork and a spoon or a fork and a knife. But the beans are just so good. That's such a good question. I've never been asked like why. It's just like nostalgia to me. I just like, that's what I go to. Like you said, when you're a kid and you don't eat a lot of things, you don't want to try things. It's like, yeah, I don't want the red and the green chili right now. I want just a bean and cheese burrito.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's kind of like where I'm at too. But yeah, so as far as making a bean and cheese burrito, that's easy to do. Well, not easy, but you know, it can be done. But now making sure that tastes the same after you freeze it, how long did that take?
Honestly, there's really no space between them.
Okay.
You just make a really good bean and cheese burrito, freeze it, and then eat it soon after.
And it'll be okay.
And it'll be okay.
I would say we do have a process where we bake the burritos and melt cheese on the top.
Okay.
And that kind of locks in the texture.
Okay. Yeah, it's not that...
He's like, you're giving too many secrets.
I know.
It's not that we... What I was trying to say is we didn't do R&D to figure out how you can make a bean and cheese burrito good out of the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
It just so happened that when
the way we do it.
Yeah, the way that we do it, when you bake the burrito, it gives it some structure that it doesn't lose through the freezing and reheating process.
Okay. That makes sense. So it was kind of, because that's what I was wondering if like, because I feel like these big corporations probably use a lot of like preservatives and stuff to make sure that when someone heats it up, it's still not good. So whatever preservatives they're using don't work. But I didn't know if you guys had to like work with that process. So it's just make a good one and it'll freeze okay.
Yep. No preservatives. Freeze it, eat it fresh.
Yeah, and basically the number one tenet for this product and any product that we create is that we're not going to compromise on the quality. And so if we have to set up a distribution strategy that's different than other strategies to achieve that, then that's what we're going to do.
So for instance, a lot of the burritos that you get in the grocery store may have been sitting in a frozen warehouse for 6 months.
Yeah.
And
We're not going that route.
we're not going that route.
We're not going to do it. How long do you think of one of these frozen burritos can be good in the freezer? Like once you buy it?
It depends on how much air it's exposed to. And it's really freezer burn.
You're like, it's scientific.
No. It's the more air it's exposed to, the more likely it is to get freezer burn.
Gotcha.
I find after 3 months, I can taste a difference.
Well, I will say, Hank brought home some burritos the other. I eat so many burritos. I eat like 5 a week probably.
Really?
Yes, I'm so busy, and they're so good, and they're so easy, and so I eat so many. And I ate some of these burritos, and Hank was like, "How were the burritos?" Like, they're good, and
They're from February.
and they had been shipped to our packaging distributor, and shipped back to us.
What? Why? Just
Well, we were doing packaging testing. So we sent it to a lab so that they could model how long it could stay cool with the packaging that we were going to use for shipping.
got you.
And so we sent it to them. They did some tests. They sent it back to us. It sat in a freezer with like do not eat, do not sell for since February. And
He just feeds me these poison burritos without telling me.
Carla, one of the people that work on the team, she's super organized and gets on me all the time about stuff that shouldn't be in the kitchen and I need to get out of here. And she's like, Hank, what are you doing with these burritos? Please get them out of here. I'm like, okay.
Let me feed them to my wife.
Yeah, so I bring them home. I hate wasting things, and I'm going to eat these things, but I'm glad I did.
Anyway, they were still delicious.
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known.
What's your way of eating them? Because the comments are all over.
Yeah,
be honest.
Okay. The way I eat mine is unusual. Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay.
I don't think she's told anyone.
I'm blushing.
This is real content right
This is real content.
It's embarrassing.
Clip it.
So first of all, I defrost mine on the defrost setting for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Instead of just microwaving for 2 minutes on full blast, because it's just like a more tender tortilla. So that's step one. Step two, air fryer. Okay. Now this is where it gets embarrassing. I cut it in half and I squeeze out all the beans. I know. This is embarrassing. Why am I telling you this?
Okay.
But the beans are so good. So then I eat the beans, just straight up beans because they're so good. And then I just eat both halves of the tortilla.
But she leaves the end pieces for last because she likes those the most. So she'll like eat the middle of the burrito, like all the way to the ends, and then she'll save the ends.
Why are we telling people this? This is so
I like that though,
embarrassing.
because on your packaging, it tells you how you can heat it up. You can do stove, air fryer, microwave, and I like how it says like if you're in a rush or whatever,
hangry method.
throw it in. Yeah, hangry method. Throw it in the microwave and just pull it out. You know. So this is your method.
Yeah. I was just actually thinking about this. Like, we need a whole page on our website of all the different ways that you can make it, because there are ways that optimize for texture, but there are ways that optimize for speed.
Yes.
And so we need to have all the ways.
Yes, I think my way. So the first time I did it, I just did microwave and air fryer, but I left it a little too long, so it got a little too crunchy. So like the whole middle part was great, but the ends, I lost the ends because I air fried it like 1 minute too long. In the air fryer, you can't.
No, you can't mess that up.
You can't mess that up. So I messed up. The second time I did the microwave. I don't remember how long, but I just got it like warm, and then I put it on the stove with like spray, so it was a little crunchy. I think that was the method for me. And then I did a egg on top, which was fire.
People love the egg on top.
I seen people doing that, so I was like, I gotta try that.
No, for real. Yeah. Everyone eats theirs a little bit differently.
Okay,
I started, because I want to do this on our website, like all the different ways. I've started asking people in the DMs, how do you cook yours? And everyone's answer is different.
Wow. Yeah, I'm really interested, because the next thing that you guys did was add salsa into it. You guys collabed with a chef. He made a salsa just for you guys. I didn't get that batch, but I've heard it was amazing. Talk to me about that collab.
Well, I guess I went into Chilte one night. I hadn't heard of them. When was this? This was February, I think. And had their food and was blown away, especially by the sauces. And for me, the true test of Mexican cuisine is a chili relleno. And if they have a chili relleno, it's really hard to do well. And everything was perfect. And so I was like really blown away by Chef LT's skills. And he came by the table and we're chatting, and
he was there that the same day.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And I don't know, this is not Sam's approach. She would have planned this out a lot, but I'm like, man, let's do a collab.
You just threw it out there.
Yeah.
I love that. Me and you are the same. I would have done the same thing. Like, hey, let's do something.
Yeah. And he was open to it. And obviously I know the impact that changing the salsa on the inside can have on the burrito. It just totally changes the entire profile. And we want to be able to offer our customers some novelty and some new things, but we want to do it really thoughtfully and carefully.
Yes.
And so the idea of Chef LT making a green salsa to go on the inside of this burrito, that's what I wanted.
Man.
It was so good.
So cool. The marketing for it, amazing.
Thank you.
The packaging, because I was wondering that too. I was like, are they just gonna, say this batch is different, but it's not gonna have, its own label or anything? No, it had its own little label on there. It was so cool. Because like one of my first loves when I was young was shoes. So like I'm really detail oriented. If it comes with a different box, I'm excited. If there's just a little thing on the insole, inside, I love all those little details. So when you guys did that, you just had the little logo there and stuff. I was like, this is cool. I'm
honestly super inspired by the fashion industry and the way they do collabs. That was what inspired me.
Wow. Yeah, you guys did it so cool. Because, yeah, it could have easily been just, hey, let's do a collab. Okay, cool. And you guys throw it in there like, hey, guys, this one's going to have a little salsa. But no, it was a whole thing. Like, you made the audience a part of it.
Well, and to be fair, if this would have been my business, then that's what you would have gotten, right? You would have had the exact same packaging, exact same everything, but boom, surprise.
But there's some salsa in there. You're like, you would have done it as like, hey, did you guys see that surprise?
Yeah.
But what
Still
was your
like
vision?
a brown paper bag.
And how long did that take? Talk to me about your vision for that collab. Like you said, fashion.
Well, the thing is, we like signed up for this timeline with LT. And I had an absolute meltdown. I'm like, Hank, do you understand how long it takes to get this packaging produced and designed and this content created? And I had like 3 weeks to get it all done.
No.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to jump out and say, hey, let's collab.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So you're having a meltdown.
That was a grind.
Wow.
But I really liked the way it turned out. It wasn't perfect, but
it was amazing.
It was pretty cool.
With all your guys' like marketing and logos and things like that, do you have someone that you work with specifically, or is it you, or how does that work?
I do all that, yeah.
You do all that too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. You guys are a crazy team. This is wild. I didn't know you did all that too.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you guys
you.
pay for ads and stuff like that?
Haven't paid anything yet.
You haven't paid for any ads?
No.
Whoa.
I know.
So
we're
it's
really,
just
really fortunate.
All word of, I don't know if it's called word of mouth on social media, but kind of, where people are just sharing it.
It's like virality, word of mouth.
Yeah.
Honestly, people love bean and cheese burritos. That's really working in our favor. And it's just this thing that people are obsessed with that nobody else is really tapped into.
Yeah. You guys are killing it. This person, whoever is doing this, unless it's you guys, they're going to love this little shout out, but this website. Talk to me about this website that is happening, that everyone thinks that it is you.
It's not
and
us.
If it was you, I would not be surprised because you are obviously a marketing genius.
It's not us. GoodHombres.com.
Yes.
Shout out to GoodHombres.com.
So for people that don't know, tell them what Good Hombres is.
Okay, so I was looking through the analytics of our website, and I saw one of the traffic sources was goodhombres.com. I'm like, goodhombres.com. I click on it, and it's our website, but it's hand-drawn illustrations of everything. The price of the burrito is $4.20, and the button is add to fart. Can't make that up. And immediately I was like, this person is genius. I loved it from the very first second. I was like, I am absolutely going to use this.
Yeah.
And so I posted about it to our stories, and it blew up. It still is like our best performing stories of all time. Oh my gosh.
Like, how many people are we talking?
Like thousands and thousands of people, like 10,000 people. Like,
no way.
Yes.
Just loving this, that this is
it.
going on.
Yes.
What did you think about this, Hank?
Well, I was very curious. I want to know who the heck was behind it. And so I was like inspecting all of the code for some Easter eggs, okay, let's look at the source code. They had to have left something behind. It's a pro job.
No way.
Oh, they've left nothing behind.
We looked at the domain registrar, nothing. Like, we've looked at everything. And so now our community is obsessed with figuring out who Good Hombres is. And so they're like looking at the metadata in the images, and they're like, oh, they're using an old version of Photoshop. Like literally our customers are
No way.
DMing me this.
There's
yes.
a Reddit probably thread
For real.
dedicated to this.
Yes, true life crime. But so after I posted that, like a couple weeks later, I go back and look, and it's completely changed.
Wow.
And it's now a landing page for a collab for a bee and cheese burrito. And they like photoshopped bees into the burrito, and the cursor is a little bee. And the thing is, if you click on add to fart or or the collab link, it goes back to our website. And so everyone thinks it's us because it links to our website, but it's not us. I swear to God. And people are like, it must be somebody you know. But
that's my thought too. It's an inside job somewhere.
Everyone thinks it's an inside job, but it's not. I don't know.
If Good Hombres, if you're watching this for any reason, come on the pod. I will do that thing where you're in a ski mask in like a dark corner, and I will interview you.
For real.
And we will drop that, and then we'll make a documentary about this.
Okay, and while that's going on, let me just say that I'm going to take this opportunity to put out a burrito bounty on any information that leads us to identify who the Good Hombres culprit is.
How many burritos?
Yes.
106 burritos.
Damn. That's a bounty right there.
That's like what, $600 worth or something like that? Because they're like $5, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of burritos. That's a lot of beans.
Okay, somebody better come forward.
But the problem is that you said it was a pro job.
Exactly.
So if you couldn't find it, I don't know how these people are going to find it.
I know, but maybe they told somebody that they're Good Hombres, and that person will come forward, you know?
So they can't keep it. It's so good that they had to tell somebody.
Right. But like, who is this person? I have to know. I want to do a collab with Good Hombres.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't
you just
that be
put that
sick?
out there.
I know, for real, I do. I don't know who they are, but I want to collab.
Oh my God.
Let's see if we can flush them out.
It's
first.
like, hold on. Don't go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had to make sure to ask that because this is crazy.
Isn't that
and
wild?
so funny, like, because it's so I don't know, like, I don't know what the right term is, but it's like very internet-y. Like they did a good job, like the add to fart, and it's just like very like niche. It's like niche funny, you know?
Like the only way I can look at it is like fan art. Like this person is a fan because it's benevolent, it's positive, it's leading back to our website. But
yeah, that is crazy that they did that part.
Yeah, but who and why? I don't know.
That's why everyone thinks it's you.
I know.
It's because it goes back.
I know. They're like,
and that's another
setting
plot.
me up.
That's another plot. They're like, why would someone do that and then lead it back
Exactly.
to their website?
I know. They're framing me.
That's smart.
I swear.
How many burritos did I say? 106?
Yeah.
108. 108.
Okay,
But yeah,
okay. Gotta be a multiple of 6.
That's right.
Oh, I was like, because my favorite number is 8. I was like, is that like your favorite number or something? No, it just has to be 6. Okay. So yeah, if you guys can find any information that leads back to this, please contact us and they will get you right. That's so funny. But yeah, so another thing that you guys do is that I think is really cool is you guys just don't have like drops, you call them batches. So it kind of makes you feel attached to like, we made this specific batch for you guys that we're dropping. How did it feel like selling out for the first time?
Oh my gosh. It was wild.
I think it was when your TikTok video went viral, right?
Well, let's be.
Well, I guess we
okay.
sold
So
out
I guess we sold out every batch, but we had only been, the first batch was 180 burritos, and then it was 300, and then we really bumped up production, and it was like, oh, there's no way we're gonna sell this out. Absolutely no chance. And then that TikTok took off.
Oh.
And do you want to tell them the experience that you had in the kitchen?
Yeah, so I was in BLT Kitchens, our shared commissary kitchen. It was like, I don't know, 10 p.m. and I was grinding. In the early days, it was grueling making all of these burritos, and I had very little help at this stage in the game.
Mm-hmm.
We eventually got some, and so I'm making these burritos. I'd been in there since, I don't know, all day, right? And it's like 10 p.m. and I'm a little bit worried about sales. And because I'm touching food, you know, I'm not looking at my phone, and I think I'm wrapping burritos. I'm putting them in the wraps, and my phone just starts popping off with orders, and it's like, okay, 1, and then 2, and then it's like we're having like 6 orders a minute for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm so curious. So I take my gloves off, I whip out my phone, and I see a text from Sam, and she's like, I posted that reel to TikTok, and it's kind of popping off. And I look at it, there's like 100,000 views, which was like mind blowing to me at the time. It was so different from what we'd experienced so far, and so far from what I thought was possible, that it was like, oh, okay, this is turning into something now.
Wow.
It was so exciting. Oh my gosh. It was a really good feeling.
Yeah. I can't even imagine what that feels like.
It was shocking. I mean, truly, because, you know, I had posted it to Instagram and it had gotten 10,000 views. Like a month later, I posted to TikTok and it's getting hundreds of
Oh, it was like a month later?
Yeah.
What made you do that?
I was like, gosh, we got to sell some burritos. Maybe I'll try posting it to TikTok.
Yeah.
I had 0. It was my very first TikTok post.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it is true. I've heard, you know, because it's easier to get more views on TikTok.
Right.
But I've heard that a lot of those people do convert into customers.
Yeah.
So it's true.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
So that one blew up, and that's kind of the start of like, now you guys are actually a real company selling out of burritos.
Yeah.
How did it feel on the reverse side of when you guys are selling out, and then you have one that doesn't sell out?
Sam, why don't you narrate this one?
Hank is very chill about it. I am not chill. It's very stressful. I am constantly worried that this is the end of the business. Just in a pure panic.
Wow.
Yeah.
She basically extrapolates it out to this very doom and gloom future that I then have to like pull her out of. But yeah, I guess
Anxiety. Yeah,
100%. I'm with you.
For me, yeah, I guess I'm comforted by the fact that they're really good and the people who eat them really like them. And there are lots of people that still haven't tried them. And there's a lot that we can do to make the customer experience even better. And so I see all of those opportunities. And if we have a down week, it's just a down week.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
My fear is completely irrational.
I'm with you.
I fully recognize that that it's not
Normal. I'm with you.
I should work on that.
Same. We've had pods where it didn't get views like other one did, and I literally am telling my wife, telling Manny, hey, I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay,
like, it's
you,
over.
right?
Like, the podcast
Yes.
is over. You know, even though we're like on almost episode 80 at this point, and we were ups and downs.
Yeah.
But it's like that one that has that, it's like, yeah, it's done.
Right.
Like, we're over with. Like, just, can we take this stuff back? Like, can we get I'm already like thinking of how do we get out of this, you know?
Next time you find yourself in that position, call me. All
I
right.
know, you need
will.
a Hank.
Yeah, and the Hank in my life is my wife. She's
That's
like,
perfect.
what's wrong with you? Like, dude, you're going to have podcasts that are not that good. And so, yeah, thank God we have like a Hank in our lives because, I'm with you, where it's just, it's over with. Like,
Right?
we're doomed.
Yes.
No one actually liked your burritos. No one actually liked the
Exactly.
podcast. It was just a TikTok thing, like you just jumped to the worst
Exactly.
thing. Yeah,
Yes.
that's so scary. So luckily Hank got you guys out of that, and then you guys just kept pressing forward.
We're such a good balance.
Yeah.
He doesn't experience stress, and I always do at all times.
That's
so-
what's so funny about your guys' reels is that he'll be narrating like the craziest things with the calmest voice. Like, yeah, our AC completely went out. And like, I'm like, bro, what? He's like, but everyone decided to continue to work. I'm like, what is happening, bro? And I know you're probably running around here freaking out. And he's just narrating just so calm. That's so funny, dude. That's like one of my favorite things to to watch out for is your voice and how calm it is.
Legitimately.
Thank you. Yeah, but before we came on here, I was sitting here and Sam's like, Hank, look happier. And I'm like, nope.
I was like,
not a chance.
Just a little smile. He's like, it's going to be what it's going to be.
I heard that. That's so funny. But I mean, that's like the best way to live life, you know?
Wait, were we mic'd up when I said that?
No.
Oh,
I
okay,
wish.
You just
I wish. I just heard him. Yeah. I wish that we did have that on. That would have been on the trailer of the episode. It's going to be what it's going to be. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. But also, I don't know if you guys can answer this or not, but what's the most burritos you've ever sold in like a drop? Because you said in the beginning days, it was like 180. And then that TikTok one was obviously way beyond that. What are you guys like at now? Because you said, how much did you make? How many burritos did you guys make today? You said 1,500 or
1,200.
1,200 today is insane.
Yeah, we're basically, we found a groove making about 4,400 burritos a week.
Wow.
Or selling 4,400, making about 4,800, and I think we could probably sell more, but that's what we're comfortable doing, and we have plans to scale carefully. But the biggest week that we ever had was when we did the collab, because we also we had to make those burritos, and then we also needed the OG burritos to be available. So that week we ended up selling like 7,200 burritos.
Whoa. So it was 2 separate batches technically. Mm-hmm. The one with the salsa and then the regular ones. Oh my gosh, how did that feel? Whoa.
The collab sold out in 20 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, which was a shock. It was so cool
Dude,
to see people show up for that.
Wow.
It's coming back.
Yeah, we're bringing it back.
No way.
People are begging for it. It's so
Have
good.
you guys announced that yet?
Well,
beyond the brand exclusive.
Remember, I wish I had my thing right here because hold on, let me
Cheer.
Chef LT, if you're listening, it's coming back. Yeah,
no, LT's down.
Yeah, he said that he's in, and there are just so many people that didn't get to try them that want to try them.
I will be on that list. Yes.
And if when we do it again, we're gonna make a lot more of them.
Wow, that's exciting. That's so cool. I bet you did that like open up your like mind, like we can do collabs. Like it worked. We had a great story.
Coming.
Yeah.
Some cool collabs coming up.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
With good hombres too. Hopefully in the future. That's your guys' dream collab. Do you guys have any like dream collabs that you would want to do? Like that you're thinking about, or that like something that's crazy?
So nothing that besides running back the Chef LT Salsa Verde that we can talk about now, but we have plans to do a lot of different things. So people have been asking for some variety, and they are going to get it. But we're laying the groundwork for it now. So can't get into the details, but it's coming.
That's so cool.
Very vague.
Yeah, no, but I love it.
Very secretive.
That means something's coming.
Something's coming, trust.
Yes.
Something's coming.
I can't wait for the part, whatever that part is. That's going to be the one. Yeah, you guys do collab so well, and I'm glad to see that you guys are, being embraced by this city, this culture, because right now, we always talk about it on the pod. I mean, this is our job, is to show what's going on in our city. And there's so much happening right now. You guys are doing this at like the perfect time. Like, all these chefs have things that are happening. They're becoming so popular amongst their group. People are in the media are doing this. So like, and now you guys are a part of it too. And you guys have been embraced from what I've seen. So it's awesome to see.
We're so grateful for the Phoenix community. Genuinely, they've been incredible, not just as customers, but sharing our story and sharing our burritos, and we're so lucky.
Yeah.
Getting to meet people in the community, the other chefs and hustlers, has been my favorite part of this entire journey.
Wow.
no exaggeration, that is it for me. It's the best part.
He loves it. And, you know, there's like collabs going on all the time in Phoenix these days. So cool to see. And we really try to show up when we can. And Hank always gets called out for being the burrito guy. But it's cool to see everyone out there just doing their thing.
Yeah. Yeah, what's going on right now is so cool. Like, it's just, man, I love it. Because I've talked about it before. When I was young, I was so ready, because I'm born and raised in Arizona. I was so ready to leave Arizona. I was like, Arizona sucks. All the cool stuff is in California and New York, all these places. But as I got older and older, I'm like, no, we have our own culture here, and I need to do something to highlight it, because not a lot of people talk about it. We just kind of get thrown into like the retirement, Scottsdale group, but it's like there's so much more here. So obviously that's what we're doing with the podcast, trying to highlight that. And you guys are a part of this now. And it's so cool to see. Like, I don't know you guys, but I'm so proud of what you guys are doing. It's amazing.
Thank you.
It's so dope.
Likewise.
Thank you so much.
Phoenix needs you because it's not, you're part of what's making that happen. And you're making this city more livable for all of us by getting the word out about what we're doing and what everyone else who's hustling to bring something into reality happen. Like, you're a big part of that too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, you guys are killing it. My last question, my favorite question to ask. There's two of you, so we'll go one at a time. But I love to ask, why do you do what you do? Obviously, this business is doing amazing. So that's one thing. But talk to me a little bit behind the scenes. Why do you guys do these things?
For me, it's about connecting with people through our brand and our story, and seeing that resonate with people. It was really surprising to see, but it really keeps me going. It's we've been really fortunate. Yeah,
for sure.
So for me, it comes down to I truly love bean and cheese burritos. They're a big part of what makes life good for me. Good food in general, but especially bean and cheese burritos. I love them. And so I love to be able to share that joy with other people. And the world is so chaotic right now, and it feels so unmanageable to me. And there are like earlier parts in my career where I felt more of a responsibility to like address the big problems, but it's too much. If I can just bring people an incredible bean and cheese burrito to their freezer, I think I've done something good. So that's kind of what's driving me.
Wow. That's deep. I love that, because you can try and, I don't know, fix world hunger, something huge like that. But if you can just change somebody's mood off of a bite, you're really doing something amazing.
And it's manageable.
Yeah. Wow, you got a good one over here. He knows what he's doing. While me and you are just running around chaotic. Hank and like my wife, they're the ones that hold us down, man. That's so cool.
So lucky.
Yeah, that is so cool. Also, last question. How long have you guys been together?
Neither of us are very good at remembering.
Well, married,
too long.
Married since 2018.
Okay.
Dating since early 2016 with some disputes about when the dating actually started.
There's some disputes.
He was friend zoned there for a minute.
Oh, man.
But we were friends for 5 years before we started dating.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you guys again so much. I can't thank you guys enough for allowing me to be your guys' first podcast. You guys are killing it. I cannot wait to see what you guys have in the future. For anybody that's watching, they do ship now, but just in Arizona, right? So
correct.
Just in Arizona. So hit their website, look for whatever batch they're on at this point. Look out for all the new reels. Go ahead and shout your guys' Instagram, the website, everything that you want them to know.
Badhombres.com, bad.hombres on Instagram and TikTok.
Perfect.
Angelo, Great job. This was really fun. More fun than I expected. You're really good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. No, you had us. Thank you for having us and your guys' old Taco Bell. That's now Bad Hambres. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So please also like the video. But that's it. We're out. Peace.